Check it out. This is Mr. Royce of Royce Media coming at you guys with another video. And in this video, I briefly want to talk about the subject of legacy. The reason I want to talk about legacy is because a few days ago I was listening to a live stream and the subject of legacy came up. And what came up in that live stream was that the idea that legacy is primarily genetic. Now, this is something I've heard before, and I've always thought it was preposterous because passing on the idea of passing on genes alone does not a legacy make. And this is because even if you forward your DNA into your progeny, it doesn't mean your progeny is going to inherit your values, your norms, your morals, your skill set. And this is important to understand this because we as humans, we become who we are through our experiences, and many of our experiences are shaped by the things we are taught. And this is something that doesn't occur in DNA. A good example of legacy would be in martial arts training. For those of you who know me outside of YouTube, you all know that I am a lifelong martial artist. I've been involved with martial arts for well over 30 years. One of my primary systems of martial arts is Kyokushin Karate. This is a system of karate that was founded by Mas Oyama. Now, Mas Oyama was a student of Shotokan Karate, and he adapted the Shotokan karate techniques into its own system, which became the Kyokushin Karate system. The way the system is taught and some of the things that take place in the system can be seen in every Kyokushin Karate practitioner around the world. This idea is true in other martial arts systems as well. When you look at the students of Mas Oyama, the vast majority of these students have no genetic ties to him. And this is the same in other martial arts systems. You look at Yip Man, who passed on his form of Wing Chun Kung Fu to his most famous practitioner, Bruce Lee. The Wing Chun system was a legacy of Yip Man, and that legacy was passed on down to Bruce Lee, who went on to create his own system of Jeet Kune Do, and there are practitioners of that system that carry on that legacy of Bruce Lee. Now, I say all that to say this, that when you look at legacy, this is basically how culture and subcultures are formed. When you take into consideration Christianity is a legacy. The Christian idea and Christian thoughts in its various sects are passed down through the adherents of that religion, as with martial arts. If you are a plumber and you teach people that learn from you to be plumbers, you have students, and you are considered a teacher. What you teach is a legacy. Most of your students may not have genetic ties to you, other than rudimentary things such as maybe the same race. But this is where legacy differs from genetics. Your skill sets are your legacy. How you process information is a legacy. How you chivalry is a legacy. Different things like this. These are legacies. So don't be fooled into think that your legacy is your DNA, because if you have progeny and your progeny is raised by someone other than you, everything that they're going to learn, how they look at things, how they do things, how they treat people, um, even things as small as what time they go to bed and what they do before they go to bed, what they do when they get up in the morning. This is all legacy. So, in closing, don't get caught up in the idea that legacy is genetics. Legacy is far more complex than the simple passing on of genes, and legacy is passing on teachings and different things like that. Anyway, this is Mr. Royce Media. Like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comment section. You know, do what you do in the comment section. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to be bitching. Anyway, this is Mr. Royce Media, and I'm out.